Yes, sir. No intro.
Let me ask you something, dude. What
What's
the
up?
fuck happened, dog? Like, we were supposed to be taking a break. We agreed that we were gonna take a week off to just like maybe like take care of some other shit. And here we are. What, like, how long has it been? Like maybe 4 days.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, about 3.
Yeah,
Been 3 days.
it's been
about 3 days.
Yeah, it's not been a week.
Yeah.
And here we are again.
Yeah,
just
bro.
getting down
yeah.
to it.
Yeah, because because the thing is, bro, I don't look at this as if like we're necessarily grinding. Like I really love the fact that just hearing from you or other people, just like, man, we just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? That just makes me feel. That makes me feel awesome, bro. Because like at the same like,
Because you are awesome.
bro, everybody that comes, everybody that comes on here is like very great, bro, and you, bro, like I was able to come up with like so many, like, you know what I'm saying, you on most of the fucking videos, bro.
I know,
and it's just awesome, bro, because the reason why that's a possibility is because you have a very interesting personality, bro, and I applaud you on that, bro.
I appreciate that. And I attribute my personality or character to my experiences. I mean, if rather than allow those experiences you've gone through hold you down, just, you know, let them push you forward. I put this fucking thing on Facebook, dude. It's like, let your demons work for you. And it had the picture of the fucking exorcist, and she's rising from the fucking bed, and the priest are like, doing the thing, and this nigga's standing on top of her, like fucking putting up molding. Let your demons work for you. So therefore, I have plenty of demons, and I put them to work. Work for me now, bitch. I'm done being unhappy and allowing you to push me down.
Yeah, because you deserve the happiness, bro. Like this,
I do.
Yeah. After so much shit, bro, you just gotta be like, man, I done felt this way for this long. Man, I gotta feel happy at least a couple times in this life.
And that's what I was trying to like tell my peeps is like, yo, the time frame from like my deepest, darkest like moment to now is very minimal.
Yeah,
maybe 6 months. But the fact that I was able to get to this point and with you and have this conversation means the world to me. Because a lot of times when people get in those type of situations, they look for other exits. And that's not a fucking option for me. Like that's not. And I don't think that, look, if anybody, for the people out there that are like experiencing depression and stuff, the best way for me to explain to you that there's help is to talk. Find someone. No, I know it's a personal thing, right? You don't want to you don't want to tell people about the fucked up shit you went through or things that happened to you, things that are done to you. But to be honest with you, it's like it does help to be able to like say, this is my story. And for me, when I'm like, this is my story, and I tell you, I'm like, that's fucked up, right? And then when you're like, yeah, that's fucked up, and I'm like, good, at least that's confirmation that I'm not fucking crazy. Because if I'm like, that's fucked up, nah, that's not really fucked up. You just, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck, maybe I've thought about it wrong. But all the shit that I've been through in my life is just, it's I'm using as my catalyst right now. It's my get up and go. It's the fire under my ass. Like, do I want to stay in bed? Yes, because it's so warm and cozy when I get up and get in. I take the covers off. That's the real world. It's cold. It hurts. My feet hurt. Like, I don't want to get up and do this, but I do it because I have something to prove. And when I say I have something to prove, I'm not a fucking loser. I am not what I thought I was in the past. I know I am I hope I'm destined for great things. And that's a driving force behind me. Like, it's so ingrained in my thought now that every step I take, I feel like is a path to greatness, because I've already been through the darkness. I've already dabbled in self misery. You know, that waking up in the morning and just being upset that you woke up. I've been there, and I'm tired of it. I'm done with it.
Damn, bro. Like that's some. I never really looked at it like that, bro. To where I would just be upset that I woke up. I always looked at it as like I'm upset that this pain is still here.
There's that
I'm
too.
like, it's not that I woke up. It's just like when I experienced certain things that made me feel very sad about life, bro. I'm like, why the fuck is this pain still here?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck is it still here? Like, it's been months. Why the fuck is it still here?
Oh, I'm talking
years.
I'm
Like
talking
years. Yeah, I'm saying like it's certain. The time frame really kind of varies from how severe the situation is, but it's just like
It does, but it's still a
But it's
situation
like-
that you went through.
yeah, it's
And
like, man,
if you
why the
can-
fuck is it still here?
If you can grow and learn from that,
Yeah,
then it was for a reason.
right.
But if you can't grow and learn from it, then it's a hindrance.
Yeah,
It's something that you're like, and this is just speaking from my perspective, and I don't want to speak for anybody else, because I know many people right now that are going through depression.
yeah.
And for me,
Oh my god, that ain't no joke.
right, and for me, my entire to be honest with you, like, I know my mom tried her best, but there was a lot of situations that I was put in because of her judgment. I could have been saved from a lot of things if her judgment was a little bit more, on point. But I'm not putting my mom down for shit, because I love my mom and I love my dad. I know I say, shit about my dad, but you know what? It's because I know he can take it. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's a strong motherfucker, so therefore I'm gonna say this shit.
Well-
and then I can explain to him later, hey, yeah, I said that, but you know what? If I would have said something like that about my mom, it would crush her.
Yeah, but my thing is, bro, sometimes people don't have the reference that to make it make sense.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
maybe things like they haven't experienced. Like if it's somebody that haven't experienced what you've been through,
Yeah.
it can be blind. They will turn a blind eye to the shit
Right.
because they don't know how you feel, or to them it's just like you just, in a sense, you kind of like, well, I don't know if I should tell them this is how I feel, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. But they should know because they're my parents.
I like to use my shit as like shock value. Like when I was telling I'm not gonna get into the whole like reason why, but when I was mentioning to a couple people that I was like, what the fuck? Look, man, they just leave shit all over the fucking floor. Like, why don't they pick up after themselves and push shit back, right? Like, and this is not talking about, like, I'm talking about something else, but and I made the comment, I was like, man, they should get their ass whooped. And the guy, looked at me and he's like, what do you mean they should get their ass whooped?
Oh, you talking about the time we went to the store that one time, and and then you said that somebody had to, because you just seen them like, yes, if you worked there, you would be pissed off that they didn't put the shit off.
But that's the thing, is that I made that comment, and the person was like, are you the person that was with me was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, I got my ass whooped.
Yeah.
They were like, what the fuck? You didn't put something back where it was supposed to go and you got your ass whooped? I was like, yeah. And he's like, man, I don't know, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, my fucking face is crooked. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, I went to go get a root canal. They did a fucking x-ray in my face. They put it on the fucking thing, and they're like, Mr. Herrera, have you ever been in a car accident? I was like, no. have you ever like had any traumatic experiences? Like, have anything traumatic happen to you? And I was like, I don't know. And then they were like, yeah, your jaw's crooked. Like you experienced a heavy, like your jaw was broken and it healed wrong. And I was like, oh, I know what that was. Yeah, whatever. And that fucking threw them for a loop. They're like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, dude, it's just, if I were to stare at the camera and just my fucking jaw's crooked, it's just what happened in my life. And I like to use it as shock, like shock value, like because no one expects to hear that, especially if I were to actually go into detail about it. But I'm not going to, because that's a personal thing for me, and I'm just only giving you bits and pieces because I feel like it's giving you a little bit more insight to where I came from and what I went through and how I was able to come out on the other side with a more open understanding of like how to treat people, like how to raise a kid.
Yeah, that'll make you just that much better.
Yeah,
because a wise man once told me, like pretty much it's not word for word, but it's pretty much like they have this saying like where you learn from your mistakes, but a wise man will learn from someone else's mistakes. So like, the way you grew up with your jaw being broke,
that was one instance, but yes,
one instance.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like this is just a certain scenario that happened. Not to do that, because what he did, that was a mistake, bro.
Yes, but then again, at the time, I didn't realize it. Like I didn't realize
but in the grand scheme of it all, that was a fucking mistake. And like you grew up. I don't know if you want me to put this out, but like you grew up and you've been abused, like
yeah.
And now that you have children of your own, it's like
obviously
now you don't beat your children, or you don't believe in talking.
Yes, I do because I don't talk about my daughter enough. And the reason I don't talk about my daughter enough is because she doesn't stay with me. I don't see her as much as I would like to. But I do tell her good night every night. I do. Well, I try to. Sometimes I by the time I get off of work, she's already, in bed, but that's a portion of my life that I miss, like truly, because she's so weird. Like I'm to be
You're
honest,
weird.
I am.
Yeah.
Weird. I am weird.
Yeah.
And the fact that she takes after me in that weirdness, like,
it just makes your heart warm. This is my weird.
Like,
this is my weird little girl.
Right. Like this is. I like to. when she was through her life growing up, I would like sporadically attack her. Like she'd be like walking or whatever, and I just like kind of like get her in like a hold and make her get out of that hold.
Yeah.
And she always thought about it as like, oh, dad's playing this and that. No, it was training. I'm gonna put you in a fucking rear naked chokehold. Oxygen. I'm gonna put you in a rear naked chokehold, and then it's your job to get the fuck out of it. Because you know what? If a man gets a hold of you, I want you to fight as hard or even harder to get out of that shit. Because your life might depend on it. So she doesn't know that the entire time I was, kind of grappling and wrestling with her and, flinging her around on, just, it was training. It was training for the what ifs. And I hope, trust me, I know. She'll
fuck some shit up.
She has fucking kicked me in the face before by accident.
Yeah,
by accident. And she apologized for it, and I was like, no. That's what you do. That's what you do. So, yes, I love my daughter to death. I don't see her as much as I would like to, and I don't talk about her as much as I need to. But I just don't think it's appropriate for me to talk about things that I don't really fully have a grasp of. So therefore, I don't talk about her as much as I want to. But she's good. She's happy. And that's all I care about. She's healthy. So maybe one day I'll be able to like see her a little bit more here and there. But like with my son,
I met your son.
yeah,
He's good guy. Good guy. Good young man. Good, really good head on his shoulder, bro. You like y'all both did a great job. Your influence and his life choices he chose to make because he's his own human.
You want to hear something crazy?
And he's
like when we first like found out we were gonna have a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. But
he's the oldest, right?
Yeah, I only got 2.
Okay.
And
your daughter's 13.
Right.
Okay.
So the decision was made that I am going to raise my son because he's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know shit about boys. I know about boys.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened with my daughter. That it's not like I'm the one specifically raising him. It's just that
you relate to him as much more.
Yeah, I'm a dude.
Because like you're a guy and he's a guy, right. And
you're a dude. I'm a dude. We're all
so
dudes.
Like I'm living a society, whatever. But like I'm living your life and you're living mine.
Right. I don't know if that's the correct way to do it, but that's the way we handle the issue or for that. And that's where I think our bond gets closer and deeper is because I potty trained him.
Yeah.
I was there helping him walk. I mean, I remember picking him up and flinging him around, and I used to get him and like pick him up, and I'd be like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Shake the baby," and I kind of like rattle him a little bit, not like shake the fuck out of him because obviously don't do that, but like he'd be like, and then he'd just start laughing and just attack me, and then it's an amazing time.
Man, yes. You know what? After this camera turn over, I'm gonna have to fight you. You making me want to fucking like the fatherhood shit.
Dude, I'm telling you
I ain't gonna lie. Like that's some shit that's fucking cool, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like, to be honest, like just it was like me and him versus the world when she was at work, and I would take him with me, and I would use him as an excuse. Like I would talk to him, like he'd be right here, and they were like, "Oh, so do you want to like get this Xbox? Get whatever." And I'm like, do we want that? We'll probably. What do you think? And he'd be like, I'm like, nah. He said, no, we're gonna be back. And I was just use him as a scapegoat.
Man, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. I fuck with the chemistry, bro. Just children, period.
But see that story about his past when he was a little bitty baby, and to meet him, to me, he.
So my thing is, bro, like, how was it? What was, if you remember, I'm pretty sure you remember, that's some shit you can't forget. How was it like having your first kid, bro? Being there, like, this is you, man.
Yeah.
Like, how was that? How was it? How emotional was it? You tell your story.
It was emotional because, and I've told him this before. Like when he asked, he's like, was I a mistake? And the response that was given to him that was not given by me, I was in the room, was fucking not okay. Like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Why would you fucking say that? So I pulled him to the side and I was like, and this is the 100% honest truth. When I pulled him, later on that night, I pulled him to the side. I said, look, man, I'm going to tell you something. We didn't plan for you. But if you didn't come around in my life when you did, I would be in 2 places. I'd be in jail or I'd be dead. You saved my life. And I just want you to know that. Without you, there would be no me. Regardless of what was told to you earlier, I'm telling you, if you weren't born, I'd probably be dead.
Yeah, because that's the type of shit that'll change somebody's perspective on life. Because you know what I'm saying? Because like especially like the past that we grew up, you know what I'm saying? You really kind of you don't really cherish your life or give a fuck about what happens to you.
Yeah.
So it's like when something like that happens, you like, man, I gotta give a fuck about me because they gonna rely on me and they gonna give a fuck about me.
Well,
so
for me, it was like
he saved your life, bro. Like he made you wanna.
He made me want to live, dude.
Yeah, he pretty much saved you.
You know, it's just when in that mindset that I was in, like I didn't give a fuck about myself. I didn't give a fuck what happened to me. I didn't give a shit where I went, who I met, what the fuck situation I was in.
Yeah, because you don't give a fuck. But now you got to second guess shit. You like,
fuck yeah.
Well, you like, oh, I can't.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah,
like his biggest thing is that he doesn't
want to disappoint you,
right? And it's vice versa.
And you don't want to.
I cannot
disappoint him.
Like it's situations have come up.
Now y'all in a partnership.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now it's my turn to pass on my knowledge to him, because what the fuck else did I go through that bullshit for if it wasn't to make him better than me?
Yeah.
And the thing I like about that is, for some reason, he were like someone.
So how do you feel about like yo like all these accomplishments that your son do, like with gymnastics or you know, just seeing him do good in school?
Oh, he's going to state in gymnastics.
Like, you know, like how does that make you feel as a father? Because I don't know, like my father wasn't present, but like I'm glad that I'm here having a conversation with you, because you're very present in your son's life, and yeah, like you show up to the, you know, like to, you know, like all his events and bro, and like, or even the ones that you do show up. Like my father wasn't present in none of my stuff. Most of my art shows, it was just me. It was just me. Like everything was dolo. Like everything was dolo. Yeah. Like almost like 80% just me. And yeah, bro. Like I just want to know, how did that make you feel, bro?
To be honest with you, man, like
just seeing your little boy win.
No, dog, you don't understand. I might not be there like at the national anthem when they're singing it and stuff, but you know what? When he turns around and he fucking sees me, and he's like, oh, let's fucking go. I see it in him, just because I'm just there, is fucking amazing. Like that, god damn, like,
how does that make you feel? That's my boy.
I'm not that type of dad.
No, I'm just saying, but in your mind, you know, like, nigga, that's my boy. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And like the thing that I like is that, like, when he gets done doing a good routine or something like that, and he gets all hyped up, and he looks over at me, and all I gotta do is,
yes, sir.
And he does it back. It's a mutual thing, and it's something that we took from my friend Randall, because that motherfucker is just succeeding, and I applaud him, Randall. Good job. Keep up the good work with your foundation and everything. But to see my son have that much like fire under, you know, I don't know what his mindset is whenever, I don't know what his mindset is. There you go. Before I get there, but to see the transition from where he was, like not knowing I was there, and then seeing me,
it's a night and day difference. You know what I'm saying? Because now you want to show out a little extra, because dad here.
He has motivation. He's like, oh shit, let me show him what I'm doing.
Made of.
Yeah.
Made of. You're gonna be like, yeah,
this motherfucker.
I'm gonna be like, yeah,
dude,
we know.
10-year-old boy is made of granite.
Yeah.
He takes his shirt off and he's just fucking like, you're not even flexing. He's like, and I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I'm all doughy and shit. But see, I talk to my son like that.
That's just so. But that right there is just so fucking cool to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
it's like when
like, because that to me, bro, like it's just I don't know, bro. That's just to me that just seems so fucking cool, bro. Just to not have that, you know. And it's just like
I didn't have that either, to be honest with you. Like I didn't. I'm well, fuck. I mean, I gotta admit that there was a point in my I used to play in orchestra.
yeah,
Did you know I used to play the cello?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I used to play in orchestra. I used to play in cello, and there was a point where they were like giving like the parents props. They were like, everybody stand up and give the parents props for blah 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 blah. So I just stayed sitting down. And after the concert, my stepmom comes up and she's like, "Hey, what the fuck? We were in the stands, and you were the only motherfucker that didn't stand up. What the fuck?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, I did it by myself. Like, yeah, you got me here, but whatever." But yeah, that was my mindset as a kid. Like, and it was wrong because I did have a certain amount of support when I was a teenager. My teenage years were so fucking fantastic, dude. Like, I don't know how else to explain it besides that's what I feel like family should be. That my teenage years, dude. Like we went bowling every fucking Thursday night.
Yeah.
We like when WWF and WCW were having.
My thing is, but yeah, like when y'all had like the cookouts and shit.
Yeah,
You're telling me about.
We have 2 TVs set up.
Yeah, that's the small shit that seem like small shit, but once you get older, bro, it's just like because like me and my brother have these conversations and shit like that. All my brothers, we have these conversations about like shit that was considered regular to us like when we were kids. But when we got older, we like, damn, bro, that was really
ain't nobody else do that but us.
Nobody did that but us. It just seems so fucking personal and I cherish every last bit of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I got Nintendo 64 controllers because like you know what I'm saying? That's why I have these games that we used to play when we were kids because it means so much to me.
You're telling me your past does affect you.
My past affects me a lot. Right. My past is like what makes me who I am now.
Your foundation.
Huh? It's my foundation. My past really does affect me because like you said, like, I mean, know that I love my mom and she did what she could, bro.
Right. No, I understand.
But and I had a stepdad that was also like, but just like my actual dad, like not being there, it kind of affected me in a certain situation, bro. So where we would, like things that I was interested in as a kid, like if I was like I was into art, bro. Where I would want for my family to be there for, like while I'm there, while I'm at some of these art competitions. Not to take away, I mean, I had like a few competitions where they were there, but it was a lot of them that they weren't there. Mm-hmm. And I seen the other kids like with their family and shit. And I'm just like, damn, I'm in this hole by myself, solo dolo. And like, and I win, but I feel like, man, I won by myself.
What the fuck did you win?
I didn't win. Like, I mean, it feels good. I won, but I'm not satisfied.
You're like, I got this, but they're there with their parents, and you're like, but I want that.
Yeah. What y'all got, I'm the winner of this shit, but y'all won because y'all people here. I won. I'm first place, bro.
Yeah.
But so damn.
That diminishes the win.
That diminishes the win because I gotta soak this in by myself, bro.
Heartbreaking. Man.
It's very heartbreaking.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I mean,
the only reason I say I'm sorry is because I wish people just could be better. Like, I don't understand how people could just treat kids the way they do. Or just not really care about how what they're doing is affecting them. Like, you're a fucking adult. Do your fucking job. I am. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
From me to you, learn from that shit.
Of course. That's why. That's why when you give these conversations of like where, like I said, my mom. I love my mom,
Right.
and she did what she could, bro. But to have like family members there, you know what I'm saying?
It's just the support.
And it's the support. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't have kids now, bro. But when I have kids, I'm gonna try my hardest to be there. If I can't make it, then I can't make it. I mean, this is the real world we live in, where I gotta keep this roof over both of our heads. But if I can support my seed, for sure, like that shit is just like unquestionable, regardless if it's some stuff that I'm into or not. Like even if I don't know how to support it, just my presence there, that might be enough for you.
Can I give you a little bit of advice, at least that I couldn't I learned, but I just couldn't apply in my journey, is to not lose yourself. What I'm trying to say is allow your children to actually know who their dad is, not the person that he is supposed to be. Like, I'm your fucking dad. You do what I said. No.
Yeah, because like it's funny that you say that, bro. Because there's certain people in my family that I really, this is who they supposed to be,
right?
But I don't know them. Like I don't have no real connection with them because like I don't know your personality. Mm-hmm. Like I don't really know much about you. Like right now, it's like it's people in my family that I could. Okay, it's people that I grew up in my family, bro, that I don't know about, where I can meet somebody for like a week and I feel like I have like a
better connection.
Because it's like this motherfucker ain't trying to be nobody. They're themselves.
But by doing that, by actually like letting them know who you are and being able to actually have these conversations with them, I mean, it's to me crucial, because at least it's not just like, oh, that's my dad, watch out, he gets pissed off when this shit happens, rather than like, dude, every motherfucking my son's friends, they're afraid of me, every one of them. I have no idea why, but like when I come in the room, they're like, oh shit, and then my son's like, no, it's just my dad. And they're like, yeah, but he looks scary. And he's like, no, he's gentle. And I'm not even a fucking giant. I'm bite-sized. I'm small. But the fact that, like, I don't understand. I don't know, dude. Like, I've never led with fear. I always lead with respect and understanding. And I try to carry that on in my everyday life.
Right.
And I was raised off fear. I was raised off that.
Hell yeah, like, I was too.
Yeah, but I used to get them
crazy ass whoopings, bro.
Yeah, that's not the correct way to raise a child. I'm sorry. I don't want my son to be afraid of me. I don't want my daughter to be afraid of me. I want them to love and respect me and just be like, well, shit, I have to do this, because if I don't, then I'm going to disappoint him, and I don't want to disappoint him. I got it right once. My daughter is a free thinker. She's like, so I'm going to do me, and I don't give a fuck about anybody. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what her fucking mindset is, and I applaud her with that ability to have that. Not a lot of people do have that, and that's something that she can hopefully fine tune and strive from.
Yeah, I mean, because she's still young. She's very young.
But
so she got a lot of learning.
There was a lot of button heads between me and her. Like, one of the things that I try to like explain is that, like, when I was a teenager, I realized that there's no point in arguing back. You can argue back, but they're the adults. They're gonna be.
They already been through a lot of this.
Well, not just that. They're the adults. They're the ones that are gonna always be in the right in their eyes.
Yeah.
If you start arguing back with them, then it's just gonna prolong the argument. It's gonna prolong the ass whooping. I learned at an early age that when I fucked up, I just said, "Oh shit, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again." Even if I didn't feel like I did. And
That's unhealthy, bro.
It's well, you know what? I didn't want to be in those arguments.
Well, my thing is, bro, that's a very childish mindset, and that's like something that you don't want to instill in your child.
No, I understand.
Like
that.
if it's like, no, I'm not saying that you, but I'm just saying like that's very unhealthy, bro. To be like, well, I'm in the right because I'm an adult. That sounds very
mindset. Yeah,
that's a very fucked up mindset to instill in your
child. That's a lot of adults.
Man, fuck
I'm
that.
older than you. I know
fuck
better.
Fuck that. What seniority?
Right, but see, that's
like, man, that shit dumb as hell, bro.
That's the reason.
Like, cause my thing is, bro, I have motherfuckers that's like 60 something, 50 something, whatever or something, that where they're clearly in the wrong, bro, and they try to test my intelligence or trying to discredit because it's like I'm this age and they're that age and I'm in the wrong because it's like, oh, you don't supposed to do that. Like, my thing is, bro, if it's like a older person that speaks to, because my thing is, like, after you reach the age of like 14, like, no, I would say like 15. If you're like the age of 15, bro, you're in high school, I'll start looking at you like you're a young man or young woman.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, because you are. You know, yeah. So I'm not gonna talk to you like, oh man, yeah, good job. Like, I'm gonna have this conversation if you're ready for it. I will have this conversation to you like as if I'm talking to somebody of my age or older. I will respect you enough as a young man or young woman to have this conversation with you. And I'm not going to discredit whatever you know what I'm saying? Like, 15 years, you can see some shit.
Yeah, it took a minute for him to catch up to where to be honest with you, to be honest with you, man, it took one conversation.
Yeah.
To switch the dynamic of our relationship. And after that one conversation, it wasn't even a bad conversation. It was just, yo, just so you know. I mean, that's what he said to me. And I was like, yo, I kind of figured. And then it progressed. And it was the fact that I was able to listen, let him get his point of view out. And kind of be like, okay, I got you.
That's cool. Because my thing is like, you got people that are older that automatically talk to somebody that's, because age really don't have shit to do with it. Like, they'll just make it seem like you don't know shit.
You can be 27 years old and they come up to you and they still treat you like a fucking kid because they're what, older than you, 60 years old?
Yeah, but like, my thing is like, if I'm spending 27 years of educating myself and you're doing like 30 something years or 50 something years or 40, whatever the fuck you, any age, 28, anything that's older than my age, bro. If you spend those years not educating yourself, then it's like
stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck. So it's just like, you don't have shit to tell me. Like, fuck the age, but it's just like, what experiences have you experienced in life that really kind of just gives you the authority to just make it seem like I don't know shit?
It's the mental capabilities of people, you know. A lot of people get to like their peak, their epitome of their life, and they get stuck there.
Yeah.
Like, you see these motherfuckers running around dressed like they're in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because that's where their peak was.
Yeah. And so they stuck there and they don't know how to outdo it.
And it's like, yo, there's more to life than reaching your peak or your epitome. It's your mind still, your body's gonna go regardless.
It's gonna keep growing.
Your body's gonna
your body is gonna like, I'm at that age to where I'm like, nigga, it hurts to get down sometimes.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? But my mind is like growing.
Yeah.
At, like, you know what I'm saying? It's steady growing, and like, you know, like
I made a comment and I said, your mind and your vocabulary are your biggest weapons. And and this person was like, shut the fuck up, get out of my house. They're playing around, but the fact that I was being truthful about that to a complete stranger I've never met before, it was me trying to pass on a little bit of like knowledge and information, just to be like, yo, it doesn't matter that you lost your phone. Yes, that might be like your lifeline and everything, but your mind and your vocabulary, being able to actually put into words exactly how you feel and exactly what you think, so that there's not any misconception or confusion about your intentions of those words, is it's fucking miraculous, dude. Like,